You see, in Luke chapter 18, Jesus Christ gave a parable to the end that men ought always to pray and not to faint. He told the story about a widow who had no power, no influence, no connection, only a cry, avenge me of my adversaries. And when you read the story, you may think that there are only three characters there: Jesus the narrator, the judge, and the widow. But look again, there was another character, the accusers, and there was another courtroom that Jesus did not explicitly name, the conscience. You see, the judge said, I did not fear God, neither do I regard man. In other words, I have no fear for heaven, I have no respect for humanity. But something happened. The widow kept coming, and somewhere between her persistence and his resistance, the conscience began to speak. He said, though I fear not God, neither do I regard man, yet because this widow trouble me, I will avenge her. Did you hear that? The man who had no fear for God still had a voice inside him that he could not silence. The voice is called the conscience. You see, conscience is God's courtroom inside the human's heart. It may not stop you from doing wrong, but it will warn you before you do it. It may not punish you immediately, but it can make you uncomfortable after everybody had applauded you. And here is the tragedy. The judge yielded to his conscience, but the accusers of that widow apparently did not. They saw the widow's pain. They knew she was being oppressed. They knew justice were being denied. Yet they kept fighting. Listen to me. A person can go to church and still silence his conscience. You can pray in public and practice wickedness in secret. You can speak in tongues and still refuse to make things right. You can carry a Bible in your hand while carrying an innocent person in your conscience. The question is not, can I pray? The question is, can I still hear when God speaks through my conscience? Because sometimes God doesn't answer you by changing the situation. Sometimes He answers you by changing you. Sometimes the miracle is not that the enemy disappeared. Sometimes the miracle is when you finally say, I know this is wrong, I must make it right. Never become so religious that you can no longer hear your conscience. Because when conscience die, a man can do anything and still sleep peacefully. Guard your conscience, or there are voices around you that may deceive you, or there is a voice within you that knows the truth. And when that voice speaks, don't silence it. It may be the last warning before your heart become comfortable with what God calls wrong. Act on this understanding. See you on the next one.